Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Put your heart and hands together for our hosts of world premiere Word on the Streets, Extraordinaire and the amazing Keith Fletcher, together, bringing a wealth of life experience, driven by passion and grounded in logic and facts. Click the like button and subscribe.
Our topic tonight is overcoming financial trauma, healing and rebuilding money habits. So pull up a chair and listen in. Our chat room is open. Enjoy our teas and let's honor our Black history, 365 days.
I want you to think about this here. In your entire lifetime, how much money has gone through your hands? How much? Let me explain to you what I mean by this. Maybe you made $73,000 last year, 28 years old. And the first time you got a check was 14 years old, it was $100. Add that whole thing up. You'll come out with a number, $493,000 or $1.9 million or $6.3 million, depending on who it is watching this video. The question is this: how much is left in your wallet? Truly, what is in your wallet? Not what's in your wallet with capital choice. I'm talking like really, what's in your wallet? What do you have left? How much savings do you have left? And if you're not too happy with this question, it's very simple. The reason why you don't have a lot of money left is because you don't know how to play the money game.
Good evening, this is Black History 365 Days, with another extraordinary story making headlines today.
Good evening. Tonight, we're proud to honor the legendary Jesse Owens, a true trailblazer and American hero. Jesse Owens was born James Cleveland Owens on September 12, 1913, in Alabama. Despite facing immense racial discrimination growing up, Owens went on to become one of the greatest athletes of all time. At the 1936 Berlin Olympics, Owens shattered records and crushed the Nazi myth of Aryan supremacy by winning an astounding 4 gold medals in the 100-meter, 200-meter, long jump, and 4 over 100-meter relay. His incredible achievements that day are widely regarded as one of the most iconic moments in sports history. But Owens's impact extended far beyond the track. He used his platform to become a global ambassador for civil rights, speaking out against racism and inspiring people of all backgrounds. Among his many accolades, Owens was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor, by President Gerald Ford in 1976. Tragically, Jesse Owens passed away on March 31, 1980, at the age of 66. However, his legacy continues to live on as a testament to the power of perseverance, sportsmanship, and the human spirit. Tonight, we honor Jesse Owens, a true American hero whose extraordinary achievements and unshakable courage will forever be remembered and celebrated. World premiere Word on the Streets salute and honor Jesse Owens. This is Black History 365 Days.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set for an engaging and enlightening show. Let's welcome our hosts, the brilliant Larry Moten, aka Extraordinaire, and the fantastic amazing Keith Fletcher. They've crafted the incredible show, Word on the Streets. Grab your favorite listening spot and tune in. Don't forget to invite your friends by sending them a quick text or a shout out on your favorite social media platform. We believe it's a show you won't want to miss.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to World Premiere Word on the Streets. I am extraordinaire, along with the amazing Mr. Keith Fletcher. My brother, what's up with you, man? How you doing today?
A laid back day, man. Laid back day. I'm doing fine, man. Happy to be back. It's Wednesday, man. To be back with you and the crew. That's what it is, man. Happy to be back. How about you, bro?
Man, I'm doing well too. I I've been kind of enjoying my thoughts. I get lost in my thoughts, Fletcher. You have to climb up there and pull me out of my thoughts a lot of time, but I've been getting lost in my thoughts. And so one of the things that my thoughts have been entertaining with, I tried this last week, Monday, y'all. So I'm gonna try it again. Fun fact for today. Here are 3 fun facts for October 9th. Let's see if it'll work for us today.
World on the Streets community, here are 3 fun facts that happened on this day, October 9th. Real Love by Mary J. Blige was released. President Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize, and Tyler Perry's play, I Can Do Bad All by Myself, premiered.
So it came through. We got it right this time.
Yeah, boy, you giving out a lot of nuggets, man. That's I like that. I like that.
Yeah. So that was 3 fun facts for today. So I feel even better now because it actually no mess up like Monday.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
Anyway, already, my brother Selena is already in the chat room. So why don't we send a shout out to Miss Selena in the chat room?
What's up, Selena? What's up? How you doing? That's what I'm at.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. But anyway, it's good to be back. Let's send our prayers and our positive energy out there to the folks out in Florida.
Yes.
Anybody who know about hurricane season, definitely is the folks in Texas and Louisiana and Florida too for a great deal. But they definitely need all of our positive energy going in that direction because we definitely know out here in southwestern Louisiana and the folks out there in Dallas and Houston area, we know what hurricanes can do. So we send them some much prayers and all of that goodwill for them.
Yeah, man, in Florida, man. I'm from the South, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia. I've been all over the place. Been in Hawaii, but man, Miami and Florida, one of my favorite places, man. I hate that for them. So yeah, shouts out, prayers out to them, man. It's back to back on them, man. So yeah, we need to get them prayers to them, man. And the people there, man. When I went out there, man, I had a great time. Been out there several times, and the people are really genuine out there. So man, yeah, shouts out to them.
Mm-hmm. But Fletcher, we can't really proceed with this show until we discombobulate those New Orleans Saints, man. As far as I see it, now you please correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I see it, we could put an X in the box for this season as far as championship. I see them as at best a 500 team. I could be wrong. I'd like to hear your take.
The car looked like Carr got hurt. They took him to the 10. I haven't looked at nothing. I haven't looked in the stats. I'm emotional about it, so I didn't want to look at nothing. Didn't want to. Monday night was a disaster, man. But what's the guy that got my run? I can't even think the other quarterback, the young man. He our quarterback, our fullback, our kickoff, our return. He do everything, man. He been hurt too. I can't think of his name right now, but I'm gonna say it ain't over. I'm not giving up. We still got a long season, but if he don't come back, Carr don't come get right. We need to get our front line together, man. Our defense, they play. They just on the field too long. We getting 3 and outs. I think I can't think his name right now. But man, when he was playing, man, both games he got hurt. We scored with him, man. When he in the game, we score. I don't know if they have everything designed around him, but since he been out, man, we just been getting destroyed. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back. I don't know if he come back. I think it will make it better. but he got to get healthy. So I don't know if he's gonna come back. So it's looking pretty bad. You know, we lost what, one division game. We lost to Atlanta. So we still got time, but if we don't get it together, man, yeah, we done. Because we 2-3 right now. We still got a long season, but
Right. Well, and a 500 record, not bad.
yeah. Yeah, but man, Atlanta just keeping on by. They getting better and their confidence getting up. They beat Tampa Bay. So in our division, man, Atlanta is ahead of the division. But we got to play them again, and we go out and beat Tampa Bay. Then we gonna beat Carolina again, and we beat Atlanta. We can come back, but we got a lot of work to do on offense. We got a lot of work to do on our front line. We getting destroyed on our front line. So.
And you hit it right there, and it's one of the things we often talk about in on this platform. And this really transpire in all walks of life. You just said it. After losing 3 in a row, and those football players are human beings just like we are. So you know what life. We know how life hits. We know how deflated we feel when we worked on something and it doesn't come off the way we had planned for it. We get up, but when you get it 3 times in a row, it tends to play on your psyche. Now that's one person, and now when you start talking collectively as a team, and you may have 11 players who start, you may have, let's say you got 6 that got over it, but then you got those others that's still there. What you say about that?
Now, but that's like I said, that's when you got to come together. That's what coaches get paid for. That's what head coaches get paid for.
Yeah, you go. That's right.
That's what they get the big bucks. Yeah, you got to come up with a plan. You got to get it together, get your team together, motivate your team. That's when the veteran players come in and they've been there before. So
that's right.
That's when you got to come on, put the right. That's like I said. We talk about.
Yeah. Y'all listen to that, folks.
Y'all
listen to that. That was a great question, but a better answer. Same way, Fletcher. So you saying even if they got to spend money on some psychologists in there, they gonna bring somebody in there.
Yeah, they're gonna bring somebody in there. They bring the old Drew Brees coming there. You got people that's in you know what you call that when you graduate college or alumni that are coming there and talk to you, motivate you, man, and get you back on the place, man. You know, get your coaches. Get a guy.
So that's good, man. So check it. See, this is important information that it may seem small, but it's not. Think about it. When things don't go right, 1, 2, 3, Fletcher just said they understand how people emotions can be all over the place. So what he said, we're gonna bring somebody in here because if we allow this to go on, we can live in this darkness. So we're going to get some outside help. Outside of it, we're going to step outside of this mess in our head because you in your head after losing 3 in a row. We're going to step outside of our head and we're going to seek help and we're going to bring some help in to help us refocus, recalibrate. But how often in our life that we fail to do that? We watch a game, but we don't always apply the same principles as business apply. The reason why an Amazon and a Walmart and Sears and Dillard's and Penny's, those and McDonald's and Burger King, the reason why they can stay around as long as they have is because they bring people in. They have to recalibrate every now and then, refocus. Good on, man. That's just a good point. I couldn't miss a pass.
No, you good. That's pretty much it, man. Yeah, that's it. We just got to come together, bring your team together. Like I say, we put the right people and some of the right team together, and hey, let's get together and get back. We got time. We ain't out of it. We still got time. We got a long season. We're gonna support the people that's in, the people that's out. Hey, the ones that in now, that's where you at. You belong there. Next man up. It's time to play ball. No excuses. It ain't no excuses, man. It's time to go. So that's it, man.
Right.
So,
Thank y'all for indulging. We're going to get on with the show now. I know Fletcher got a lot of great information he's going to share with us. We're going to mix it up back and forth on finance and all of that good stuff. Thank y'all for tuning in to World Premiere Word on the Streets. Let's find out what Miss Sarah Jones, what's going on in the news around Word on the Streets, y'all.
Today's headlines.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jones, reporting to you from WOTS.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Jones with World Premiere Word on the Streets, bringing you a crucial health story that often goes untold. Tonight, we're shining a light on high-functioning depression, a condition that can hide in plain sight. High-functioning depression, also known as persistent depressive disorder, can be difficult to detect because, unlike major depression, individuals often maintain their daily routines. But just because it's less apparent doesn't mean it's any less serious. Here are 9 signs to watch out for. 1. Persistent sadness, feeling down or empty most of the time. 2. Sleep changes, either sleeping too much or too little. 3. Unexplained physical pain, headaches, cramps, or digestive problems without a clear cause. 4. Loss of enjoyment, no longer finding pleasure in activities you used to love. 5. Guilt and worry, constant feelings of guilt or excessive worry. 6. Irritability, being easily angered or irritable. 7. Fatigue, constant exhaustion despite completing daily tasks. 8. Low self-esteem, persistently feeling bad about yourself. 9. Hidden struggle, friends and family think you're fine, but you know you're not. If you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms, it's crucial to reach out to a healthcare professional. High-functioning depression is treatable, and seeking help is the first step towards a brighter future. Remember, it's okay not to be okay all the time. Together, let's break the stigma and support those who may be silently struggling. From World Premiere Word on the Streets, I'm Sarah Jones. Stay safe and take care of your mental health.
Reporting from WOTS. Now, back to the show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to hear Keith Fletcher and Extra dive into a lively discussion on overcoming financial trauma, healing and rebuilding money habits, right after this brief message about money.
But rule number 1 is the most important one. And it's the one you have to buy into immediately. It's very simple. You can fight it, say whatever you want to do to it. It's a rule. And the rule is, it's a game. Money is a game. And the great thing about any game is the following thing. No matter what game you play the most, eventually get good at it. If I've never played chess and I play you and you played 100 times chess, you're probably going to beat me. If I have played Monopoly 1,000 times and you played 3 times, I'm probably going to beat you because it's a game. So the great thing about the money game is it can be learned. Money needs to be moved, okay? Again, if a girl is bored with you, she leaves you because you're too boring. Same with men. If a man is bored with a girl, they're going to leave because it's boring. Money doesn't like to be bored. What do I mean? If money stays in a checking account, money's going to somebody else who knows how to use that money. If money is just staying somewhere and it's not working, it's too boring, it goes to somebody else that knows what to do with money. So you got to make sure money's always moving. Money's always moving for you, always moving for you, always moving for you, always working for you, always out there doing something to create more money for you.
Fletcher, that's your cake, man. Won't you slice it up and serve us some cake, man? Serve us some cake and ice cream.
Yeah, who was that talking, man? That's
Bev, he has a show, man. I can't think of his last name.
My guy talking. I can't think his name.
Yeah.
I can't think his name. But anyway, yeah, he talking about the money move. Money is always move. You know, you heard money, currency. That's current. I mean, it's flowing. It's supposed to be flowing somewhere. It's supposed to be moving at all times. And when I learned that, man, I didn't understand what that meant. And I had to break that get from my psyche. What do that mean by money moving all the time? And most of us, I'm just saying, most of me, people, we move it. We think by money moving, it's going buying things, you know what I'm saying? We hit a part. I do move my money. I buy this, I take it here, I pay a bill here. He said, money got to be working for you. That's not working for you. That's going to somebody else working it. What he means is that it should be working and growing for you. It should be going out and bring you some money back. And that concept right there helped me grow in a lot of things, understanding what money and how does it grow and putting up systems for the goal. Where should I invest my money at? You know, the big three things that we sleep on as Americans are three things that make you money: businesses, real estate, and investing. Those three things right there, your money is going to be flowing: businesses, real estate, and investing. How do I get a part of that community right there to make my money start working? And most things we say all the time that we don't have no money. Hey, let's add credit to that, other people's money. So how you do good credit? And then we talk about debt, understanding what is good debt and bad debt. A lot of people, and I was on that train when I was learning, my brother or teaching that he was a Dave Ramsey fan at one time, and Dave Ramsey don't believe in debt. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to have no debt. Then you start looking at it, it's a good debt and bad debt. It's cheap debt and it's the wrong debt. You know what I'm saying? You buying a car the wrong way, that can be bad debt. You get a credit card. A credit card is not a bad tool. It's not a bad, debt vehicle. It's just a vehicle. Now, how you choose to use that vehicle makes sense. So that's the money game, man. Understanding the game, just like Monopoly, understanding this game. If you know how to play the game, you will succeed. And then you got to understand, is it a long-term or short-term game? And then how much risk you want to take. More risk, more reward. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you can lose big too. So those are some of the things that are going to help you with the money game. Knowing those things, and that first off is knowing thyself. You know what I'm saying? Knowing your abilities, getting educated and getting skills with it, knowing what money really means to you. Because a lot of these things, you go back to the psyche. A lot of these things got to do with your behaviors, what you were taught about money. But like you said, it's a game, and understanding the game, and it's a lifetime game. I'm learning stuff. We so behind at this age. I'm older, so it's behind for me to understand this game, man. But the thing is, the biggest thing he said in that point, money should be always moving. It should be flowing to different ways, different accounts, different people, different things to be making to bring you back more money.
And when money isn't moving for you, and you're not living the way you wish you were living, eventually it will have an impact on you emotionally. It will have an impact on you as far as your health. In fact, studies have proven that more people are brought to the hospital or clinic on Monday morning because they're heading back to a job that they don't believe is giving them enough income to pay all the things that they have accumulated. Now, we understand that the more we get, the more we spend. So it's almost like a Russian roulette with the way how we live our life a lot of time. The more money we make, the more we bring in, sadly, the more we spend. And when we do that, we put more pressure on ourselves, and it can cause depression. It can cause us physical health, and it can cause us to get so out of line until you find yourself in a hospital. And the reason for all of that is because our lack of knowledge, what to do with money. The man was very good when he said, if you don't know what to do with money, money will find its way. Money is currency. It's like electric. It will find its way to the hands of those who do know what to do with money. Even the good book even says, those who have will have more. And I understand that now they have it because they have acquired the knowledge, and so they can maximize it. And those who do not have will have less, because as we have said so often, people who don't have the knowledge, even when they win a windfall, such as the lottery, or get a windfall of money from a loved one leaving them behind, and eventually they end up losing that money because our people perish. What you say, Fletcher? Because of lack
Like a knowledge.
of knowledge. So, man, once you take that ball from
Yep.
there and put some meat on the bone to give us some knowledge of what can we do? How should we do with the money that we do have instead of looking for a large sum before we think we can start doing these smart things when we can actually start with where we are? Why don't you help us right there?
Yeah, like I said, money, like this ain't no financial advice. This is my way that the things that I have done that work for me, but it's not no financial advice because a lot of this stuff always work different for me because it's personal. It's your personal finance. What Jornell said something again is about your health. But see, all these are tied in together. You can't just have money without having that spiritual health, physical health, mental health, and financial health. All of them tied in together. So if you ain't got all of them together, you're gonna have problems in each one of those. So people think just because I get money, that's gonna solve all that. But if your health not well, you can't enjoy the money anyway. You see what I'm saying? If your mental not well, you can't enjoy the money. You can't enjoy the money. Which if your mental ain't well, you can't enjoy the health because you ain't gonna be able to get your health or your physical together. Your mental physical. Which is,
Fletcher, does it affect relationships too?
it's fact all that tied into that. So it ain't just money by itself. All these things come together. So about money, man, I say the first thing, let's just say you would have to have a vision. You got to know what you're gonna do with your money. You got to tell your money what to do, or your money gonna do what it want to do. Like I said, the money gonna somebody else gonna get it, and they gonna do what they want to do with it because they know what to do with the money. That's what he means. If you ain't telling your money what it should be doing, somebody else gonna get it, and they gonna tell it what it's supposed to do. That's basically what it is. So we got to have a plan for your money, a vision. We always talk about that. What do you, and I had to figure that out. Just sitting the money in the bank doing what? You know what I'm saying? What bank account do I want to put my money in? You know what I'm saying? You should have a vision, and then a path. Like you said, the path is, okay, I'm going to put my money in this bank. I'm going to put my money in a brokerage account. I'm going to put my money in a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account at the time, you know, I think it's giving like the one I am at 4.25% interest on my money. A brokerage account, some of them giving a money market brokerage account, giving 5% on my money. So my money right there sitting in the bank is making money. I'm telling my money, okay, I'm gonna put it in this account and it's gonna make me some money. Not just a regular account. Like I say, a lot of people do checking. I do checking account. I don't write no checks, but you can use a high yield savings account, a brokerage account, to have your money moving back and forth from your checking to your savings to your brokerage account. See, the money is moving from my checking to my savings. But first off, my income I get from my job into my checking, from my checking into my savings, paying myself first. Then for my checking to pay my bills, my credit card, whatever you have, but I'm paying myself to my checking, to my brokerage account, if I have investments, I have my investments coming out my high yield savings account into my brokerage account, for my brokerage account, and then going into a fund, an ETF, an index fund, mutual fund. We're not going to get into, I'm just saying how your money can be moving right now, but we'll get into that. But these are funds that can grow your money. You can have an individual, like right now, Amazon, Apple. You know, these are the programs these are products that we know. Your money can be going into those things in the stock market that make you money. So your money is working. You know what I'm saying? So your money is moving from your income to your checking account, to your savings account, to your brokerage account, which is your brokerage account moving into a ETF or index or what going into that, or a Roth IRA retirement. Your money is moving into something that's growing you money. A dividend stock, you know what I'm saying, that's working, cash flow, that every time the dividend go up, you put money, so your money is working right there. That's a simple form of money that's working for you right there. You also have a savings account. Like you said, I want to have an account for my emergency fund. Like if something go wrong, I have an emergency fund. You can have that separate going into account. So you go from your income to your checking account to your savings account where you're saving for emergency. You know what I'm saying? So money is always moving. That's what he means, moving. Yeah, money that's moving, and that's at a simple fan. But I think our biggest point, I'm gonna let you make it after this. I think our biggest problem is the savings. I think a lot of people don't have emergency savings for windfall when things come. Emergency savings and have our credit. Them the biggest thing right there. I think we have a problem with it, and credit can be either good or bad. But to me, I think the emergency and enough savings for when things happen. I think we don't got away from that part because we're in a debt society. So a lot of people don't put a lot of savings on there. I think that would hurt us too. Go ahead.
Folks, this is world premiere Word on the Streets. And if you enjoying the content that we're putting out, please subscribe to our channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to take a short commercial break, but don't go anywhere, friends. We'll be right back after the break because Fletcher and we're going to chop it up some more. So stay with us, friends.
Introducing the Ring Battery Doorbell Plus, the ultimate solution for your home security needs. With head-to-toe HD Plus video, you can see more of who's at your door, ensuring you never miss a detail. Enjoy crystal clear motion detection and color night vision, so you can stay protected day or night. Plus, with package alerts, you'll know exactly when your deliveries arrive. But that's not all. The Battery Doorbell Plus is powered by a quick-release battery pack, making it incredibly easy to recharge. Installation is a breeze. Just connect to Wi-Fi through the Ring app and mount it using the included tools. Connect it with Alexa for pre-recorded announcements and two-way talk. And with the Ring Protect plan, you can even record all your videos and review them for up to 180 days. Don't live in fear any longer. Take control of your home security with the Ring Battery Doorbell Plus. Order today by scanning the QR code or clicking the link, and start feeling safer and more secure in your own home. Visit the link to order now. Reduce your tension and fears with the Ring Battery Doorbell Plus, your perfect companion for peace of mind. Order now.
So, Fletcher, I think one of the things that people have but have challenges in their life is, as you said, saving. So what are ways that you think can make that be less challenging in our life? Because let's face it, we have more bills than we have income coming in. So in a scenario like that, how can a person save when the outgo is more than the income coming in?
Yeah, you see, it's only one way to fix that on there, and is to cut the bleeding, stop the bleeding. You got to change. You got to spend less. You cannot spend more than you have, man. You cannot. Ain't no way to fix it. And it's just being honest. You got to cut it down. You got to spend less. You got to start cutting things off. You got to start. Hey, you cannot be broke like that, then have Netflix and have all these things. Let's start like that. How can you have cable and you just said you spending more than what you earn, but you got cable? You can't. But we do it all day long because we want to keep on pay still for Peter pay Paul when we just got to stop the bleeding. I got to start cutting things off. I got to go ahead and sit down and be honest with myself, with my wife, my spouse, my kids, and we got to sit down and come up with a plan. Because you can't go on living like this. Because at the while you're gonna hit a wall. So you gotta get to a point and say, hey, we gotta sit down and stop this bleeding. And the thing is, Troy, now most people don't understand that. Most people say, this is how you're supposed to live, because my parents live like this. My friends is living like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to have a car note. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to spend all the money that if I whatever extra money I have, what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna go kick it. The weekend coming up. Oh, we got some extra money. I'm gonna go spend it. But that's what they've been doing. I've been when I didn't know, I did the same thing. I got some extra money. Oh man, we're gonna shop it. I done worked out all this time. She done worked out. We deserve this, and we're gonna shop it. And we think in our mind that's the way we're supposed to do it. You know, live this way. And the problem is, like you say, no, I need to cut back. How can we save so we won't? Because when you living like that, eventually something gonna come. That's life, right? In your lifetime, something always come, right?
Something always pop up.
And when it come and it pop up, what we do? Oh my God, we surprised. Oh man, Lord. You know, it depends how big it is, you know, like how this gonna happen. Or now somebody desperate, what you gonna do then? I just had this happen to a young man. He got his car repo. You don't have no money. You were behind in payments. Now what you do? Now you got to get to work. How you get to work? Now the credit messed up. What you do? So what was that? What was that person living? Let's just say, what was he above his means? Right? If that's happened, that means you living above your means. So what do you do? How do you handle it? You got to go get a second job. You got to get your skills better. How do you handle it? You got to come up with a plan, because, like you say, if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same what?
Right, same result. And yet, though, this is where most Americans are in that boat, in that situation.
Mm-hmm. And I live like that, extraordinary. I was living like I got my house. Then when I got my house, I went got a car. Then I got a car. Then I got another car. I got 2 car notes. Then I went got the furniture. I start you get so wrapped up. Life is moving. You're buying and you thinking this, and then then something happened. Now you behind on the car notes. You know what I'm saying? You behind on your electric. You rushing, you trying to get to work. The job that you said that you love, now you're not loving it because it ain't enough money. You're blaming the job. You and the wife is arguing because she went out and spent too much. She been shopping like this, but now all of a sudden it's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? You got too much now. The kids. Hey, turn them lights off. The TV's on. All these things start happening, and that ain't the problem. The problem is you spending too much. Something got to go. Something got to stop. We got to do something to stop this, or we got to have a plan. And it is like some people think, yeah, some stuff you got to let go, some stuff you got to lose, but you come back. See, when you come back, when you learn, with me, when I did learn this, I started losing stuff, and I built back. I got up quicker because I've been down that road. I got it back quicker, and I started saving, man. And I say with me, saving was the most important thing. I didn't know how to save. And I didn't know how much to save. And I think that's the problem. I started asking people, it's like, save, how much you got to save? And somebody said, I've been trying to save, I did to save, I that to save. So a lot of people will say that credit is more important than savings. I would say get your emergency fund first and get your money up, get your savings fund. When things happen, you won't be put back in that position. So, my thing is get you a $2,000 emergency fund as soon as possible and put it up. For when things come, hard times come, you know what I'm saying? And once it go, build it back up, Then the next thing I would say, start, because like with me, I would have the first thing, like saying, to get that, you got your income coming in. I'm just giving a scenario. You have your income coming in. You go into your, before you go into your checking account, if you're working at a company, they got a 401k, they're giving a match, at least get the match. You know what I'm saying? At least get the match on the 401k, because some of them they match you up. If you get 6% there, you know what I'm saying, with the company, I would at least get that. I wouldn't let that money go. That's free money. And then, like I said, then I start looking like insurance and all that. Insurance was a must for me. It ain't nothing. I don't know how people don't get insurance. I don't got to get insurance, especially when you have a family. That saved me when I had cancer, when my wife had her babies, when we were in the hospital, man, it saved us a lot. But that's what I believe, man. Get insurance. So those are the first 2 things that I'm going to get. You're going to come out the check before you even get your check. Then it goes into your bank account, and you should be trying to find a way to save that $2,000, man, before you do anything to your savings. I would be the first thing that I would do, man. That's not what I did. First thing I did when I was coming out of mines, I started putting my savings and started trusting that, putting the money up and not touching that money. And then eventually I started adding all my bills. I did a budget and I added all my bills up. And the bills that I need, that I had to have at my car, if I had a car note, rent, water, electric, stuff like that. And I added that for 6 months. I did it for 3 months, then that for 6 months. And I built that later on. My goal was to build that emergency fund up, whatever. I timed it by 6 months. And that was my goal, to build that up. It was a goal. I didn't do it all at one time, but I had a goal of what I had. I understand what savings I had. So I was working on that. Then I started working on my credit. I don't know. That's my form, what I did. So I started working on my credit. I started paying off stuff, getting out of debt. And when I got out of debt and started paying stuff off, I took that extra money and started building up my emergency fund even more. And once I got to that, that savings, that's when I started investing other things, doing investments other ways. But my important thing was getting the 2,000 and then getting another savings for like when the emergency was a big emergency. If I lost my job, we had 3 to 6 months till I find another job. You know, that's what that saving was for. But once I got that savings for that 6 months, I stopped saving. I kept that in the bank. I kept my 2,000 and I kept the other ones in a high yield savings account. It was making money while I was sitting there, it's making money. So I just let that sit there and I didn't put no, so I started investing heavy. That's after I got my credit straight, I started investing heavy. That's what I started doing.
Well, you just answered the 2 questions I was going to ask you next. When you were saving, where did you save? Did you save the money in your house? Did you save it in a bank account? Did you save it in a mutual fund? But you just said you saved it in a bank account. And did you use it? Do you advise or not advise? And again, friends, we're not claiming to be financially advised. We're just telling
education
from our,
education,
right,
yeah,
from our personal experience in life. But did you use any of your savings to pay off some of your credit to improve your credit cards or your credit situation?
Yeah, see now when I was doing both of them. I was still building my savings, but I was going on my credit situations because I would pay one credit off and then take that extra money and then go to the next one. Yeah, but I was still putting a little money in my savings because I wanted to do that. But either or for you. But I was putting money. Once I got the 2,000, I stopped. Got the 2,000, and then when I started saying, okay, I want to do I was doing both. I was putting a little money in savings, and I was putting money fixing my credit. And see, one thing I did with that, I didn't like some people put a timeline. I didn't want to stress myself out. I said, I know I had to do this. My main focus was getting my wife to understand that. That was my main focus on that, to getting her. So I was showing her what I was doing. Because telling her was different. It's hard just telling her. I had to show her. So I had to do this on my own and get me to start doing it. Then once I started doing it, I started talking to her, showing her what I was doing. You know, of course, sometimes it didn't work out, so it took longer. But, you know, we sit down, like I tell a story, we sit down and I told her, look at all the bills, what we don't have to pay. You know what I'm saying? And she said, we got to pay everything. And I was like, nah, we don't. If we didn't have that car note, if we didn't have that credit cards, if we didn't have this, you know, I started showing the stuff we didn't have. And we added all that up, and we saw how much that was. It was a lot. And that was the goal, to get rid of those things. And once we got rid of those things, we started once we working together, and we start putting in our savings, then the savings start growing. And then the credit start going up, you know. So that was the biggest thing. So when the savings start getting to the savings, man, that's what I tell people, having that cushion right there, extraordinary. Now, you know how people like when your credit's good, that's cool. I've been there when my credit's good. But when you have that savings and you got that, if something go wrong and you got that amount, man, it's like it's
good. It's good for the self-esteem.
And it's a mode of protection around you.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a mode of protection around me, man. And I was telling people that, man, if you get that to that point like that down, you can go out, you know, the credit cards. I had to understand the credit cards, the game. Again, all these are games. I learned the savings game. You heard them say a game. I learned the emergency saving game. I learned how to play that game. I learned how to save, learn how to play that. I learned how to pay off debt. I learned that game right there. You know what I'm saying? Then I learned how important credit was. You know, now I had to learn how to buy a card. Looking at the car payment. No, I'm looking at how much the car costs, the interest rate on it. Now I wanted this kind of interest rate, you know. Now because my credit good, I can talk to the banks. You know what I'm saying? You know, not knowing my credit good, I'm not going to a car dealer and get my car note from them. I'm gonna go to the bank, have my stuff already ready when I go to the bank. I'm gonna go to my credit union that I build a relationship with and get a low interest rate, you know, and get this with it. So that's another thing. I started playing that game, understanding the credit game. Now I started understanding the credit cards, getting the credit cards, and at the end of the day, like you said, money is made to be working. If you don't know how to use the money, somebody is going to be taking that money from you. So again, the credit card. If you don't understand that credit card game, it's going to take money from you. They're going to take your money. So once I learn to understand that game, I'm not giving the credit card company in it. Basically, a credit card is basically for leverage. All these things are leverage. Even my savings is leverage. It's something I can leverage a certain amount of time. If I lose my jobs, I can leverage my time. I got 3 months, 6 months to get it together. I might want to get a certification in 3 months. I got 6 months of reserves in my bank. I can go get a certification. I don't have to rush into a job. I can change. See, leveraging my time, leveraging my credit. That's what a credit card is. I'm leveraging that for that time. I'm gonna get that credit, build up my credit, give me some cash back, or I like miles or whatever. But I'm gonna pay my credit card off at the end of the month. You know, give me time to get that. And some credit cards give you the 12, 13, 12, 18 months before you have to pay it. I might want to go invest in something. I can leverage that credit card and take that for 18 months, go do that, pay that off. I ain't got nothing. I'm back in the clear, going back into it. I can take me a trip. I got 18 months to pay that off. I can schedule that. Let me pay this amount for 18 months till it's gone. I won't be charged nothing, no interest or nothing. I can use it like that, back to zero. All you're doing is leveraging that credit like you leverage the savings.
And I think one of the things that we do, and I'm guilty of it too, and it bears repeating, friends, and the studies, listen to me out, the study have shown in America is that and Fletcher said it earlier, make a budget, and you may be surprised the extra things you can live without. I mean, there's certain things you got to have, okay? I get it. But there are a lot of things in our budget that we probably can do without, and you may find an extra $200 in the budget that you may have to just put on vacation, just take it out of the budget for 6 months to start a savings. And that's one of the hardest things for most of us in America to do, is to take something off, because we know once we get used to having something, used to doing something, it's hard for us to stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So what you say about that, Fletcher?
Yeah. And it's like, it's again, man, you know, it's a game. Like you said, I done learned it's a game, understanding this game, understanding this system, how this system works. Once you start understanding that and you take the emotions out, because when you playing the game, you take the emotion out, you playing the game. If you can play that game and you know this game of life, you know you can't lose your money or it's going to work out, you know what I'm saying, you'll play it different. You know what I'm saying? The reason we play it the way we play it, because we're in survival mode. We're trying to hold on to something. And then we trying to impress the person to our left and to our right. We're looking at the person to our left and to our right. And most times they don't know. 50% of people live on paycheck to paycheck. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They buying things. So that's what we start looking, because we don't know. We're looking at someone that don't even know themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some things. You know, so, you know, people want to live. They say, you know, I'm going to live while I live. You know, I might die. You know, I don't get to enjoy it. You know, when somebody said that to me, I say, but if you dead, what you missing? You know what I'm saying? I know if your body get to say, dang, I never got to go to Hawaii. You dead. You know what I'm saying? I don't think your spirit gonna be saying that while you dead, but you know, but everything is the experience for me. I just, like I said, I love the game, and then there's levels to the game. You know what I'm saying? With me going through that process, starting off where I'm at. When I start off, I looked at my paycheck, and my problem was I was living above my means. Bottom line, most of us.
Yeah, that's what most of us are. We live above our means.
And we need to be honest with ourselves. You living above our means. That's what it is. And we don't want to give it up. It's hard to get those things. We're so addicted to those things.
It's hard. I mean, you know, we both can think right off the bat, those television things, they cost money. I mean, that's probably an extra $200 you could do without. I'm not telling you. But look, there are things I'm saying on that list that you can live without. That's all.
It got people with Apple. They got a phone, Apple Watch, Apple tablet, and all of it's tied into the internet. You paying a bill, man. That bill right there. You got your Apple phone, and your Apple Watch, and your Apple tablet, and that tablet's that tablet connected to the internet. You got the insurance on it, and that's not just, that's a family of 5. All of y'all got Apple Watches right there.
Right.
And you don't want to give that up right there.
Right.
And you'll tell yourself that ain't no money.
Yeah.
That $300-400 ain't no money.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So you can find the extra money.
Yeah, you can. You You got a maid coming over cleaning up. I ain't get my maid. But you don't want to give up. You don't want to sacrifice nothing to get on the right track. Because I thought this is how you're supposed to live. Or you're going and talking their childhood and say, well, I didn't have much. I always wanted this. And you didn't know how to get it. You seen so-and-so with that, but you don't know how they live and you don't know how they get it. They might got some investment paying for that. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's what me, I was living like that. But I never got ahead. You know, when I did get an extra money, you know, I probably saved $2,000, but you know, life happens. Something come up. You say, oh Lord, thank you for letting me have that. Then you spend it all. You build it right back up again. Then you spend it all. You know what I'm saying? No discipline on it. And anything can be a mercy to us when you want something. You know what I'm saying? You know, so making the rules out what really is a mercy. You know what I'm saying? What really is my money? And just moving. Most people just have a checking account and a savings account, not a high yield savings account. And they put their money in the checking account. They put a little bit in their savings account. And that's it. That's it. How's that money working for you? And you paying your bills. Yep, you pay your bills on time. You pay your mortgage. You pay your car note. You pay your car insurance. You pay this. And you cool. You know what I'm saying? You go have your little drink. But you sit back and say, I need more. You got more. You just not making that money you have work for you. You're not taking that money and trying different things. You know, just like when I started doing, you know, getting into the stock market, I started doing that. And I had friends tell me all the time, and I was like, oh, I don't know nothing about that. But I didn't understand what currency was. I didn't understand how to make this money work for me because I was used to holding on to money, holding on, surviving. Something's going to happen. What if I lose all my money? You lose your money. Then I started understanding what inflation was. What really inflation? The money you lose, as that money sitting there is losing money. It's not growing. The dollars got the interest and all this taxes. So I started understanding the lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. So when I started understanding these things, it makes sense to make your money. Your money got to go work for you because it ain't unless you buy some gold and put it in the back of your yard and bury it. You know what I'm saying? The gold is going up now, but then you scared to buy the gold because you don't know the people. You know, oh, I did that's real gold. So you ain't gonna be you scared to do it. But it's all about knowledge. It's all about playing the game and get it. The better you know about the game, the better you'll be in the game, right, Sharnell?
That's right.
If you know the game, you know how to play the game, you'll start winning at the game. And so and then you got to take chances in the game. You got to roll the dice. You can't just stay in one spot and say, nah, I passed go. I'm gonna stay right here with my $200. I ain't going no more. You gonna keep getting passed by. You're gonna keep getting passed by. So you gotta play the game. And you gotta buy. And then after a while, you don't buy it. Everybody got every spot on the board you're gonna be hitting on. Damn, you gotta pay me. Next ball, oh, pay me. See, that's like you holding on to your money, but guess what? Somebody else gonna take your money and use it. You gotta play the game. So you got to learn the game to play the game.
To play the game.
Yeah.
And if you're not moving, when you learn the game, but then you want to play it safe and you don't move your money, it's just like dating someone. If you're not constantly doing reinventing yourself, if you're a bored person, that man or that woman is going to leave and go to someone more excited. Money is the same way. If that money just sitting there, that money is interest gonna eat it alive. The tax is gonna eat it alive, or other people gonna borrow against your money in the bank. See, that's how the banks make money. So they use your money to lend your money to people who in the game. They take your money. They taking your money and they playing with your money because they say
your money, but you ain't playing nothing with
because you ain't doing nothing with it. You just letting it sit there.
Mm-hmm.
So the bank saying, "Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I can lend this money out to somebody who's going to go make some more money with your money."
With your money, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. And people tell you, like. Like I said again, the three most things that make you people rich is start a business, invest in your money, and real estate. You know what I'm saying? Pick the three. You want those three, and I like all three of them. You know what I'm saying? And you can do all three of them. And some people think they got to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of money. And something it's going to take time. The time that you sitting there stacking your money, putting your money 10 years, a decade, you're gonna be learning in that decade. And when that decade come after 10 years, you can come out in 10 years, you can come out like a beast and just start just buying all real estate, starting your business. Because the information, once you have the knowledge and the skills, that's when everything starts coming together. That's when things start working. But we want it now. We want to rush and got to have it now. And it's not gonna happen now because you don't know the rules to the game. And it take a while to learn this game, to learn the rules. The biggest rule you got to learn is your mindset and your emotions, your feelings. That is the hardest part of this game right here. That is the hardest part. Not understand that, and the second part is losing. You're gonna lose money. You might lose anything you try. You have you can lose money. So the game is like when you play Monopoly, not to lose. So how you know not to lose? By keep practicing, keep studying, so you won't lose. Trying new things, learning new things, and so you won't lose the game. That's what it is. So people say get a portfolio and diversify. Try to put yourself in different things. You know what I'm saying? And like I tell all the time, I'm teaching my kids, I say, you want to put a moat of protection around you. How do I protect my investment? See, that's another thing. Once you get that money, then you got to know how to protect it. How do I protect it? How do I keep it? It's growing. I built this system. It's working now. How do I protect it and keep it? It's levels. It just keep going. You just keep learning different levels of the game, different levels of investments. It's just making your money grow because as your money grow, you got to do some different things with it. And you got to put protection around it. And it just keep on going to that level like that. Then the more money you sit in the bank, like you said, you got all this money, it just sit in the bank. It's got to do something. You might want to go, okay, I go buy me an extra property. I got to put the money in the property. It's sitting in the property. You're getting equity in the property. The equity building, you building the house, you know what I'm saying? Somebody stand there, you're getting rent off, it's flowing. That's called cash flow. So that's why real estate is so good. You're getting cash flow, somebody living in it. You make your percentage. You want at least make your 7% or more cash flow, and it's building equity. So you win in two ways in longevity. Let it sit there, the equity building up. You might want to take the equity out, go buy you another house, do the same thing. So now you got investment, you got money flowing. Your net, like I'm about to say, your income is going, your cash flow is going, so you invest it. You want to take that extra money, you might put that in investment property, another portfolio, put in an investment. You want to see, you might want to put in ETF, a dividend stock. Now you got the money that came from the house, you put it in there, it's working in that. And also you saving your taxes. So it's all kind of different things that these vehicles, and all it's called is vehicles. Real estate is a vehicle. Investing is a vehicle when you want to invest in the stock market and building a business. There's different vehicles that you use to put your money in. And then we talk about insurance. That's another vehicle. Insurance. You want to have insurance cover you and your family. That's another vehicle that you can use. So it's different vehicles, learning these things. But if you at the bottom just saying, all I got is income. When I lost everything, I was negative. So all I had was income. I'm trying to catch up. Think about it. I'm trying to catch up. I have no savings, no invest, no nothing. I just got income. I'm just trying to pay my bills. All I knew was to get more money to try to just live. And every little extra money I got, I said, hey, I'm gonna go enjoy myself because that's all I knew to do with the extra money. I'm wore out. I need to go party. I deserve. I've been working hard. That's what I did with the money. I didn't know what else to do with the money. I had no knowledge. That's what I thought I was supposed to do. Work, have fun. Work, go have fun. Put me a little bit up, do it all over again. About what everybody else around you is making their money grow, making their money work. They got a position for their money. They got a vision. Then they got a path. Then they got a plan. Then they strategize. That's all you're doing. Once you start strategizing where your money going, what position you want to put in, where it's supposed to be at, where it's sitting, and then how I protect it. And then how I protect myself. Then that spiritual help, you got the spiritual, your physical, you're going to the gym, working out, mental, you get mentors, you got someone talking to you, counseling, and then physical. 4 pillars right there.
And the good news is, friends, that you can start today. You can start where you are. You can say, you know what, damn it, I'm gonna make a budget. And some of the things that I see, I'm gonna have to just let it go. I'm gonna have to let some things go. But you can actually start today. We got Selena in the chat room, and she really putting out some good stuff. And I'm mentioning her, friends, because Fletcher and I want you to know we make our chat room available. And if you have some great ideals, you want to have your point of view read out loud on the air, we welcome you to World Premiere Word on the Streets. Selena say, play the game, then that money will come to you. That's your currency. And she said that's when depression was happening. But she's constantly adding her 2 cents on the subject matter at hand. And of course, we're talking about healing and rebuilding money habits. And and so, friend, what we're saying, we welcome all of you all out there. You can join us in and participate with us every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on World Premiere Word on the Street. We would love to hear from you.
And
Just
so
like
I'm gonna say this, when she
Selena.
said like that, the depression start happening. I'm just saying, speak for myself. You start looking at everybody around you winning, and you not. You know what I'm saying? It's just like now. It's hard, you know, for me. Like I'm not to the point. I'm always trying to get my money to work. And you see people with the new cars. You see people with the stuff. You know, you see these things, and you like what I'm doing. You know, when you sit back, what I'm doing wrong, how they get that. You be in that mode when you don't have nothing. But
Yeah,
see, when you got your vision, your path, your plan, your strategy, what they doing around you doesn't matter because you know where you're going. See, when I didn't know where I was going, I worried about what everybody else was doing. You see what I'm saying? How they got that? Why I haven't got that? Lord, you talking to God, and when you got that vision and plan and strategy, you know where you're going and it's working. It doesn't matter what everybody's doing. You focus in your lane on your vision.
those some well said words. I think that's an excellent way to end the program tonight, friends. We're so excited to come on and bring you this type of information because we certainly believe in our heart of heart that we're giving you our life experience every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. What we've learned, the bumps and the bruises, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, we share it all with you all. And hopefully, even if one person listened and applied, come back and tell us years later, man, thanks. That really helped me. I mean, hey, friends, it's all about pulling the next person up. And that's what we try to do on this platform. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And don't forget, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., Shonda Bertrand, Herbal Expedition, will be on. If you like aromatherapy, we're getting into the cold and flu season. So it'll be a great time for you to start tuning in
Yeah.
to Herbal Expedition. Fletcher, won't you give us the last word, man? And we're right out of here.
Hey man, if you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. We here, man. I said, great show. We're just giving our personal, nothing. We ain't giving no financial advice. We're giving our education, just education to get ways to get to where you want to get to in life, just to help you, man. Give you that little edge and show you that it is possible. That it is possible to get you where you get. You don't have to. Some people have all these extravagant ways, and we just try to keep it to the point, simple, to the point.
That's right.
And help you out with it. That's it, man. That's what we're here to do.
Brother, I want to tell you I enjoyed you immensely. I enjoy how we just exchange and how the way that we break things down on the level that I believe most people can identify with. Like you say, Fletcher, we're not trying to fake and show you the jet that we're flying on or no Lamborghini. We're the guy next door.
Yeah.
We're your next door neighbor, friends.
Mm-hmm.
And we thank y'all for tuning in.
And so let me say this, stop and let's say this. Them guys that got them jets and all that, man. Hey, look what they left hand doing, man. Look what they doing. They showing all that stuff with that right hand, but with that left hand doing. You know, they and if they got something to tell you, you're gonna be rich in 90 days. And that, man, I'm telling you, is a game because it's a long-term game. It's a long-term game, and there's levels to this game. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can get rich quick, but it's levels to it. And if you got to be at a certain level to get that, man. So not just saying that all of them are scamming, but you got to be on a level. Some things people come in at a lower level that's not ready for that level. You'll get yourself in something that you have no education for, then you'll feel like you've been scammed. No, you just wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't ready. You weren't at that level. You weren't emotionally ready. You weren't mentally ready. So that could be that too. So that's where we starting off right here where we at. We're gonna meet you where you at. Start off there, man, and build into that. Create. We always talking about building and creating. We're gonna build into something and grow into something. Personal growth, personal development. Hey, that's what we're talking about right there. All to connect to all those things.
Thank y'all, friends, for tuning in to World Premiere. Central Standard Time. Don't forget, Miss Bertrand tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Herbal Expedition.